Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with sunny conditions this morning and just a slight breeze and a bit cooler than what we saw yesterday. Overall, we'll see dry weather as we move through the day today and continue to be dry as we move through the weekend. We will see winds quickly increasing as we move through the morning with a good chance or likely chance of seeing a wind advisory as we move through the next 2 or 3 hours. We'll likely see that through the rest of our working hours today. And then we'll see those winds start to settle down as we go into the evening. Taking a look at the current surface analysis, that area of low pressure that pushed through the area yesterday now well to our north, but still seeing that tighter pressure gradient across the region, and that's going to ramp up those winds as we move through our daytime hours today. Besides that, we'll see high pressure slowly building in as that low moves out of the area, and we'll see those winds weakening with the lighter pressure gradient, and we'll see dry weather continuing as we move through our weekend, and generally looking dry for the next several days with the exception of potentially early Monday of some rain chances, but we'll take a look at that a little bit later. Taking a look at the current weather, clear skies, winds out of the west 8 knots, gusting 18 knots, temperature 53 degrees, relative humidity 71%. Current visible satellite, we can see those clear skies across the area as the sun rises. There's a bit more in the way of cloud cover off to the northwest, but should stay mainly clear with maybe a few cumulus clouds around as we move through the day today. We look at the European model, how we can expect things to play out this weekend. As mentioned, that area of low pressure tracks away from the area, but still keeping a tight pressure gradient through our region as we move through the day today, bringing those elevated winds 30 to 35 miles per hour, maybe a few up to 40 miles per hour. But as that low tracks further away, we'll see high pressure building in, and we'll see those winds lightening overnight. Slight breeze on Saturday, but overall pretty seasonable weather with fairly dry and quiet conditions. We'll see that upper level trough, the models have been indicating, moving eastward as we move overnight Saturday into Sunday. Some models indicating this upper level trough trying to pinch off into an upper level low. And with that trough supporting some broad surface low pressure developing late weekend into early next week. As we step out a few extra days here, we do have some rain trying to develop around that broad area of low pressure, but we'll see how that plays out as we get more so into the next work week. Overall looking dry and fairly pleasant as we move through the weekend this weekend, with the exception of some fairly breezy conditions today. So taking a look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, again, clear skies. Main risk for today will be that wind advisory criteria looking red as we move through our working hours, and we'll see that likely decrease as we pass the sunset time frame this afternoon. So wind advisory likely as we move through the next hour or two, and then we'll see that wind advisory likely expire as we move into the evening time frame. We'll see our high temperature around 62 degrees today. Generally westerly winds peaking at 14 to 19 knots sustained, peak gust up around 30 to 32 knots. And then again, as mentioned, they start to weaken as we move through the overnight time frame. Clear skies expected with a low temperature expected to fall to around 45 degrees as we go into Saturday morning. Tides slightly above normal today, and as we look at the weekend, again, fairly quiet conditions. We're green for our weather risk. We're looking mostly sunny to partly cloudy through the weekend, and seeing our high temperatures fairly seasonable with a high of 62 once again on Saturday. Less in the way of wind. We'll see our low a bit chillier on Saturday night with a low around 43 degrees, and Sunday highs back into the low to mid 60s with mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.